Hey everyone and welcome. Today, we're diving deep into your website's visuals. We're going to crack open Webby's powerful toolkit and show you how to make your images do more than just look pretty. It's time to turn them into your hardest working assets. Let's get into it. So let's be real. You've spent a ton of time, maybe even money, getting those amazing photos for your site. But are they just sitting there? Or are they actually pulling their weight, grabbing visitors, showing off what you do, and telling your story? That's the big question, and it's a problem we're about to solve. All right, here's the game plan for today. We're going to start with the fun stuff, tools that add motion and get you noticed. Then we'll look at how to organize your work into super professional-looking galleries. After that, we'll nail down the basics of page branding, check out some cool interactive tools, and then I'll give you a super simple guide to picking the perfect tool for any job. First up, dynamic displays. Look, these tools are all about one thing: creating movement. Think of them as your secret weapon for grabbing a visitor's attention the second they land on your page and making everything feel alive and engaging. Okay, so Webo gives you two awesome slideshow options. You've got your standard image slideshow, perfect for that big banner at the top of your homepage, just cycling through images. But the slideshow generator has a trick up its sleeve. You can make every single image a clickable link, and that's a game changer. Because now your slideshow isn't just a visual, it's a signpost, sending people exactly where you want them to go. Next, let's talk about the image rotator. Think of this as your own little revolving showcase. It's constantly cycling through your images, but, and this is the cool part, it stops the second a user's mouse hovers over it. That little bit of interactivity is fantastic for showing off multiple products or features without taking up a ton of space. You know, sometimes you need to make an announcement that is just impossible to ignore. That is exactly what marquees are for. They let you create those scrolling strips of text or images, and check this out, you can even layer them. So you could have a little airplane image scrolling across a background of a cloudy sky. It's just dynamic, it's cool, and it definitely gets noticed. And what if you just want a simple looping animation without having to open some complicated software? Well, the GIF generator is going to be your new best friend. Seriously, you just upload a few images in the order you want, and bam, Webo stitches them together into a looping animated GIF for you. It is the absolute easiest way to get custom animation on your page. Okay, so we've got their attention, right? We've added some motion. Now what do? We need to organize and present all of your amazing work in a really clean, professional way. This next section is all about building incredible galleries and collections. This is a big one, right? We hear this constantly from photographers, designers, artists, you name it. You've got this awesome body of work and you need a way to show it off that looks organized and impressive. Well, the next couple of tools are designed for exactly that. The image album is honestly a powerhouse. It gives you this big, beautiful main image to make a real statement, and then you have this neat little strip of thumbnails underneath so people can easily navigate. You can sort your work into different categories, but here's the best part. Each and every image can link out to its very own web page. That means you can add descriptions, details, anything you want. It's basically a full-blown portfolio system. Now, if you want to create an experience that people are really going to remember, you have to check out the eBook presenter. This thing is so cool. It takes your images and turns them into an interactive flipbook. It feels like you're turning the pages of a real book or a magazine. It's perfect for things like lookbooks or visual stories. It's just unique. Okay, let's keep going. We've talked about the individual pieces, but now let's talk about the big picture, the actual architecture of your page. These are the tools that build your site's visual identity from the ground up and make sure your branding looks sharp and consistent. Just think about building your page like this, from top to bottom. You start with that big, wide page header that sets the tone. Then you put your brand right on top with a header logo overlay. You can drop in clickable page banners wherever you need them. You set the vibe for the whole page with a background, and then you wrap it all up with a footer banner and your social or partner links at the very bottom. See? Every piece has its place, and together they create this really cohesive feel. All right, now for our last group of tools. I like to think of these as the specialists in your toolbox. You know, they're designed for very specific and very common jobs, and they do those jobs perfectly. They add that extra layer of function and flair. The image alternator is an absolute must-have if you sell products online. Instead of images just changing on their own, this tool puts the user in control. They click to see the next picture. And why is that so important? Well, imagine you're selling a dress. One click shows the front, the next click shows the back, and a third click shows a close-up of the fabric. It's clean, simple, and incredibly useful for shoppers.
And finally, we can't forget the essentials, the unsung heroes that make everything else possible. The Webo page editor is your command center. It's where you'll actually place all these cool things on your pages. The image resizer is a lifesaver for making sure your photos look great and load fast. And if you want to have some fun and get your audience involved, image polls let your visitors vote on their favorite pictures. It's a great way to boost engagement.
Wow, okay, we have covered a lot of ground. I know, you're probably sitting there thinking, that's great, but which tool should I actually use for what I need to do? Don't worry, this last part is a super simple guide to help you pick the right tool for the right job every single time.
Here it is, your official cheat sheet. It couldn't be simpler. You just find your goal on the left, and the best tool is right there on the right. For example, if your goal is just animate my homepage, you're going to want an image slideshow or a rotator. If you need to showcase one product in detail, the image alternator is your guy. Looking to display a professional portfolio? The image album was literally built for that. This little chart connects your goal directly to the perfect solution.
So there you have it, a full tour of the entire Webo visual toolbox. You've got tools for motion, for organization, for branding, for interaction, everything. You have this whole workshop of creative power right at your fingertips. So the only question left is, what are you going to build first?